What's up guys? Welcome back. So today we'll be covering the new Wild West update that just dropped. Um this is not the Halloween update that comes out later. This is the separate update. So for map changes in Bronze City, most of the properties that were for the building update have been kind of filled in with pre-built houses. You can actually access these, though NPCs will use them to like sleep in and stuff. Like look at this. But I'm not sure what this means. It could be that they just canceled the building update, but I don't think so because the properties in Puerto Dorado aren't filled in. Next up, near Fort Henry, we will go to this Stonehenge-like structure. This has been uncovered. This will be for the Halloween event. You can see symbols for the... Oh god, this thing's getting angry. Okay, never mind. You can see symbols for the antlers of the deer, the horns of a bull, and the claws of a bear. I believe this has to do with the events. You might need to collect some of those in order to activate this thing. Right now it's not active, so don't worry about it. Now, if we go to the native village near the windmill camp, we will find this NPC. This NPC will trade Halloween event items for other stuff. For example, I could give her a pile of bones and she would give me something else. Maybe like a bow or something. This is interesting. I believe this will have to do with the event as well, but if you give her a certain set of items, which I don't know yet, you can actually get the skeleton horse. So if you miss the 2020 Halloween event, you can still get the skeleton horse by sacrificing other items to this NPC right here. Now, the best thing about this update, in my opinion, is the new map expansion. As you can see, after some 4 years now, the lower section of the Highland Plains is now unlocked, which is really good. And the keen eye among you will have noticed that they also added a new fort, which is right here. This fort is called Presidio Nokoda. It's a strange name, but as you can see, it's pretty heavily armed. It works like most forts though. You just blow up the gate, enter, and capture it. As you can see, the fort has all your standard amenities like the sawmill, its jail, which this one does have a harmonica. And well, the interesting thing is that this fort is the best defended in all of the game. Unlike Fort Spencer, which has 6 machine guns, and Fort Henry, which only has 3 machine guns, this one has 3 machine guns in the front alone, 2 machine guns on the right side, 2 machine guns on the back, and 1 machine gun on the left side. This brings the total of machine guns up to 8, which is pretty cool. It's also pretty easily defensible because realistically you only have to defend from attacks on the front and the right side where you have the most machine guns. This cannon right here is only for decoration though. It doesn't do anything right now. So yeah, this is a pretty cool fort and a pretty good place to capture. Now here in the Paraíso Verde biome, you can also find the new animal added to Wild West, the capybara. This little guy is completely passive. He's pretty cute too. They're only found in this biome though. And I don't think they drop anything. Now, the last interesting part about the new biome is this new unnamed ranch. I guess it could be called Paraíso Verde Ranch. It has another standard pre-built house and this little cute barn. This location is mostly for roleplay though. It doesn't actually do anything, game mechanic wise. Now, as for the weapons, there have been 3 new weapons added in this update. The first one can be purchased at any gun store, and it is the Merwin's revolver. Its cost is 7,600, so it's not exactly a starter weapon per se, but it's still a pretty good weapon. Why? Well, for one, it has a damage of 30, so that's almost the same amount of damage as a Savage Navy. Its fire rate, about the same as the Savage Navy, perhaps a little bit faster, but this has another advantage. You can vanish. So yeah, this is a pretty good weapon if you want a good gun that isn't super expensive like an auction house weapon or takes a long time to get like a skill tree weapon. This is a really good option. I really recommend this revolver. Now for our next weapon, we will go to the skill trees, go to primary, and as you can see at level 35 we get the auto-loading rifle. It has a damage of 36, which is really good damage. Of the multi-shot rifles, this thing has the second highest damage just behind the Lebel. And as you can probably guess from the name, it's automatic. Now the fire rate is pretty decent, even if a bit slow compared to the Glycod carbine and the harmonica rifle, but it's still pretty good. Couple that with its high damage and you can pretty easily kill someone with this thing. The disadvantage it has is that it only has 5 rounds in its internal magazine, so you will be reloading very often. Its animation is really nice too. So yeah, this could be a pretty good option if you want an auto-loading rifle, but you don't want the harmonica and don't want to pay for a Glycod carbine. I'm kind of surprised it's only at level 36. It feels more like a level 50 though. But you know, whatever. And finally, in the black market, we have the Mexican carbine. Oh my god, this thing is expensive. 21k, almost 22k. That's probably the priciest non-auction gun in the game. But it's pretty cool. Let's check it out. Now let's test the Mexican carbine. It has a damage of 32, which is pretty good, but its damage does drop off fairly quickly, so there's that. Its fire rate is a bit slower than the auto-loading rifle. Not by that much, but it is slower. But this has a pretty big advantage, and it's that it has 9 rounds in its cylinder instead of the 5 of the auto-loading rifle. So this makes it, I'd say, better. And its fire rate really isn't all that bad. You just gotta get the timing right. So yeah, I think this might be the best gun that was added in this update. Sure, it's pretty expensive. It's from the non-auction weapons, this is the most expensive one in the game. But with 9 rounds, good damage, and good fire rate, I'd say this thing is worth it. With all that being said, that is all for this update. It's a pretty good one. The map stuff was really nice. I especially appreciate the new Paraíso Verde area and the new fort too. The guns are also really good. The revolver is a pretty good weapon. Like, I think it's better than the Savage Navy. And the other weapons like the Mexican carbine and the auto-loaded rifle they're also pretty good. Especially the Mexican carbine. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.